Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today I will give my thoughts on where I think crypto will be headed in the next few weeks. Make sure you guys stay tuned till the end of the video. I have some very interesting technical analysis that you will want to watch. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
Now, as you guys know, recently, Gary Gensler and the SEC have came after Binance and Coinbase, two of the largest exchanges in the world. Binance being the largest exchange in the world and Coinbase being the largest exchange in the United States. Now, I found a couple articles that I find very interesting. So I like what this guy says. It would appear that Gensler's ultimate goal is to force all retail investors out of crypto and back to the embrace of the banking system. He would do this by choking off all on and off ramps to the exchanges and by entangling all the exchanges in a costly litigation. Now, I think this is extremely important because they're not wrong at all. Most people do not know how to use decentralized exchanges. They need Coinbase. They need Binance. If you were the SEC and you were trying to take power from crypto, how do you do it? You target the way that people buy it. You target the exchanges. And in terms of bringing people back to the banking system, that's the whole reason why people are in crypto anyways. Yes, obviously we all want to make money from an investing standpoint, but the reality is with fractional reserve banking and the Federal Reserve creating unlimited currency, inflation is never going to stop. And without crypto or getting lucky on a stock or real estate, something along those lines, it is nearly impossible for the average person to beat inflation, which is why as a crypto community, we need to fight against this. And especially being in the United States, we do not want exchanges like Coinbase leaving and going to another country. That would be terrible for innovation. But I also want to be clear, I don't think the SEC will actually win this, but the fact that they're even targeting these exchanges, in my opinion, is ridiculous. Now, this other article I want to show is Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, responding to the SEC. Now, first things first, Coinbase obviously wanted everyone to be assured that their funds are safe. This is not a scenario like FTX where people are actually in danger of losing their funds. However, regardless of what he says, I know the phrase "not your keys, not your crypto" gets overused, but the reality is that is absolutely correct. You guys need to keep your crypto in a cold wallet or a hot wallet. Does not matter, but regardless, do not ever keep it on an exchange, even if what he's saying is your funds are safe. Now, the SEC claims that Coinbase traded at least 13 crypto assets that are securities, and some of them are very big names: Solana, Cardano, and Polygon. All three of those cryptos are in the top 10. And then they said Coinbase was operating as an unregistered exchange, broker, and clearinghouse. Brian Armstrong is an outspoken critic against the SEC who led a push in Washington for clearer crypto rules. Said at a Bloomberg conference that the company had approached the regulator about becoming registered, but received an icy reception from Gensler at their first meeting. Look, the reality is Gary Gensler does not want crypto to succeed. Everyone that's been paying attention knows this. But even for someone that does not like crypto, some of these accusations are ridiculous. And then Brian Armstrong said the SEC chair is really an outlier, referring to Gary Gensler, adding that several lawmakers he had talked to were supportive of developing a clear regulatory frame for the technology. Again, I'm going to repeat myself. We need innovation in the United States. If Coinbase leaves the US, that will be terrible for us. It doesn't matter whether or not you like the app of Coinbase, we need them. So I just wanted to fill you guys in on what's actually going on in the crypto world right now, in case you guys hadn't seen. And now for the final part of this video, I'm going to get into a little bit of technical analysis. Now, there are several things I want to point out. When you look at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, the first thing you notice is that the stochastics are getting to the oversold region. Now, if we look at the past and we look at where Bitcoin has been when the stochastics have been low, the stochastics were low, massive pump. The stochastics were low, massive pump. The stochastics were low, went from 33K up to 47K. The stochastics were low, went from 18K to 25K. The stochastics were low, went from 17K to 30K. The stochastics are almost completely oversold again. That's the first thing I want to point out. Now, when we move to the RSI, as you can see, price action swings from a lower low to a higher low, whereas the RSI is pretty much making a double bottom. You could argue that that is Class C bullish divergence, which traditionally signifies a local bottom. Now, you can also argue that Bitcoin is in a falling wedge, which falling wedges break up 68% of the time, and the measured move would take you to about $36,000. And finally, I want to talk about the EMAs. So right now, Bitcoin is currently holding above the 21 EMA. That is a really good sign. We do not want Bitcoin to break beneath the 21. On top of that, if the falling wedge were to break out and Bitcoin does go up in price, there is a great chance that the 21 moving average is going to cross the 200 moving average, which is a golden cross. Traditionally, that signifies a massive move is coming. Now, obviously, there are bearish scenarios as well. You could argue that this is a rising wedge, which rising wedges break down 68% of the time. Now, what I want you guys to do is look at what what is going on in the world right now. With banks crashing, the Federal Reserve creating unlimited currency, there's a reason crypto has garnered so much hype, because people understand what it represents. Binance is getting sued. Coinbase is getting sued. So what? Look at the bigger picture. Look at the long-term outlook of crypto. If you guys are like me and believe in it long-term, then don't worry about price action. Just build your bags through next bull run, and you guys are not going to regret it, in my personal opinion. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments, how do you guys feel about this whole situation? Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Thank you guys for watching.
I'm hitting the ground running, up and coming, ain't nothing, yeah, rookie of the year, I'ma keep it 100, cold-blooded, no budget, from nothing to something, I ain't bluffing, I got a full hand, and a full plan, I ain't gonna stop till I'm at the top, man, every single drop got me feeling awesome.